Okay, this is the 12 p.m. Zoom meeting for Thursday, March 18th, and we're covering forwards and backwards problems off of the Z table. I think I'll start this video. This will be the third video on this, so I think I will start this video with just backwards problems and work 3 or 4 backwards problems and then go back and work some forwards problems. So yeah, I know there'll be another Zoom video tonight at 8 o'clock or meeting if anybody wants to join in. And there will be quiz 7, I believe, over forwards and backwards problems off the table. Forward, just to give you again, forwards problems, 347, 5 through 11 odd, backwards, page 347, it starts at 13 to 21 odd, and quiz 7, Friday, given 319, do make it Sunday 321. Next week, word problems, 7.2 word problems. Problems 37 through 51 odd. You can turn all MyLab problems Sunday's 321, 328 for 1 grade on 7.2. So test 4 over 6.1, 7.2, given Friday, 26, due Sunday, 328. All right, I hope this is as clear as Lake Lanier. Let's start in with some backwards problems. Maybe I'll work my way back through the section of problems. Page 348. Problem. And these are backwards. Hope you understand what a backwards problem is. You are given percent, and you want to find your Z. So problem 21 is find Z 0.025, and his convention is 0.025 to right of Z. So if you draw your picture, Z over here with 0.025 to its right. From here back. All right. Not the correct number to look up. If you do look it up, you will get a negative Z because it is assuming 0.025 on the left with a negative Z. Look up. Look up 1 minus 0.025. The table works off the area of the black. So the black is always left. That's what the table does. So we look up 0.025, 1 minus 0.0, which is 0.075. Now that will be on this page, actually first page, 0.075, 0.0721, then 35, then 49. Okay, there's an 0749, 0735. Now I will write them in reverse order. 35.0, actually, 75 isn't here, so yeah, I'm off on that. This is the low one. My fault. 0749. Where were we? 0749 to 076. I'm still low. It was 077, 075. 0749 is low. 0764 is higher than that. 64. There we are. 0.07. You can think of it as 50. So 50 is between 49 and 64. All right. Well, it's pretty obvious. This is our winner. 0749 is negative 1 point. Oh, I'm not starting off real good here. This should have done it in my head. 1 minus 0.025 is 0.975. Ollie. Well, we will not be sending a tape of this class to the Teaching Hall of Fame. And we have a participant. Miss Obeys, how you doing? You're muted if you're trying to talk to me. I'm completely blowing this problem because I blew this subtraction. So I'm going to finish this and then we're going to ask if you have any questions.
Yes, please. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, let me see if I can get my volume up a little bit. Yeah, there we are. All right, so.
Good afternoon, Mr. C.
Yes, 0.975. Okay, 0.975. There we are, it's there exactly. Ooh, 9750. 9750, I don't know if I can get the whole sheet on the thing, but we're in row 1.9, 06 column, 0.9750. There exactly, very rare case. Z, my answer, row 1.9, column 0.06, Z equals 1.96. 1.96. Okay, rough start today. Let's see if we have a question from our participant before I blow any more problems. Do you have any questions?
Yes, please. I tried to work the backward problem, but I got the 7.13, but when I got to 7.2.15, I got stuck. Why? Because I don't know how to get the number from the table, which range, because I got the working correct, but when it reached for me to go to the table to get the numbers from the table, that is the range from the table, I was unable to figure that out, in spite of the fact that I watched the video. So I need help on that, please.
All right, well, this is the problem I heard. Can you read me your numbers? Because I don't have the exact problem in front of me.
Okay. One minute, let me go back to the question, please.
While you're doing that, I'll work another backwards problem. I'll work 19.
Okay.
Age 348. Find 0.01. And again, they mean 0.01 to right of Z. Point. Well, once again, that will be Z, where I have 1% to its right. So I'm going to look up 1 minus 0.01, 0.99. I'll stick on 0, 0. Very tempting to split off your 9 and look it up for you to get it all screwed up. That's why I like to write 4 digits. Numbers up here in the table, up here, have 4 digits. They really should give you 4 digits there. 0.9900. Well, there's a 9901. See, 9 going this direction, you're getting too big. So this direction, 9898. The table says 9898 and 9901. These are pretty close, and it says my internet connection is unstable. Okay, maybe I'm back. These are pretty darn close. 2 low, 1 high. But we'll go with this one, giving me a Z. Get the whole table on the screen. You're on row 2.3, column 03, 2.33. Okay, we have someone. Have you found the problem yet? Miss Obeys, have you found the problem? You're muted.
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead. .2.15.
Okay. Yes, 7.2.50.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, the problem says find the z-score such that the area under the standard number curve to the right is 0.37.
Okay, area to the right.
0.37.
0.37.
So, 37. Okay, the question says the approximate z-score that corresponds to a right-tailed area of 0.37 is?
And you're supposed to enter a number.
Sorry?
That's where you enter your answer, right?
Yes, that's where I have to enter my answers.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can use the table and puzzle this out. All right, so you know you'd use a normal curve. Do you know that the z will be on the right? And it will have
yes, please.
0.37 to its right. I use 2 zeros there. 37% of the numbers are to the right of that.
Yes, please.
Okay. See, the table works in the black. So we've got to go 1 minus 0.37. I think you'll find that's 0.63 this way. 0.63 this way.
Why are we taking 1 minus 0.37?
Remember, if you got the forwards problems worked, if you got the forwards problems worked out, when you went forwards on the table and you found your row and your column, you always had the area of the black. You remember that?
Okay.
Or we need to do a forwards problem to remind you that?
Yes, please.
You want to see a forwards problems to remind you that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, really quick, a forwards problem. You want me to just make up the numbers? Find percent to left of Z equals negative 2.13. I'm just making this up, okay?
Okay.
So you know your negative 2.13 is on the left side. You know you're supposed to split off the
Okay.
3, right? This is your row, and you're in the 0.03 column. So your negative 2.1, your negative 2.1 there? O3 column. And that is your black, always. .0166. So that is called going forwards. That was the first section of problems. So up here, you're given a percentage and they happen to give it to you to the right. But you can't,
Yes, please.
yeah, but you can't use that directly. It's on the wrong side, see? It's not an area of the black. Black is to the left.
Okay.
So that's the way the table always works. If you did look up the 0.37, you'll get actually the correct number for Z, but the wrong sign. You'll get it negative when it should be positive. So I try to teach everybody to switch this to the left side. And this is what we want to look up. 0.6300 backwards. Which means I'm looking inside the table for as close as I can get to 0.63. There's a 6331 and 6293. Well, I think the 0.63 is going to lie in between those two numbers. I'll write them down. 6293, 0.6331. Can you show them to you again?
Okay. A minute, please. So it means when you take 1, you minus 1 from 37.
Yeah.
The figure the number you have, it is the number you are looking, the range you are looking at the table, right?
I want to get to
like, for example, we have 0.63. Sorry.
Yes, you're right. 0.63 would be the area of the black on the table, this area.
Yes, please. Like, for example, we have 0.63, right? So
Right.
you added a 00. So you are looking for the range of 0.6300, right?
I'm looking for the range in the table that has 0.63 in it. And this is the range in the table. This one's 31 high.
Okay.
And this one's what? 7 low.
Okay.
Point.
Please, at that table, right?
Uh-huh.
That table, I don't know if the number, you got a number at the same line, or you got one up, then one down. So that is where I have a problem choosing the range.
Sure. Well, we'll do 2 or 3
so
more
you
examples.
got it on the same line, right?
Yeah, most of the time they'll be on the same line. Occasionally it won't, but most of the time it's on the same line.
Okay.
And then the idea is to pick
you.
the closest one. So the closest one to 0.63 is going to be this one.
0.6
293.
293.
You're 7 low, here you're 31 high.
That's true.
So picking this one, I'm on row 0.3, 03 column. That gives me a Z of 0.33. That's your row. That's your column. And that's my answer. 0.33 standard deviations. If I had looked up 0.37, I can prove it to you, I'd have got negative 0.33. And that's a big problem because next week we're going to be plugging these z-scores into formulas. And if you plug in the wrong sign, you're going to screw it all up. That's why the picture is so important. We want a positive z for this one. Because remember, there's 0.5 to either side. Is that enough on this one, or do you still got more questions about it, or you want to try some more?
I really want to try some more because I would have finished doing it, but I got stuck on this question and I had to give up. So,
Did you try, have you got the MyLab up? Can you enter 0.33 and see if it gives you the big thumbs up, or?
and if I may ask, please, where is the 0.33 coming from?
Okay. Page. You see the 0.6293, right?
Yes, please.
Look across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first part of it, 0.3.
Yes, please.
But then you've got to merge this 300ths place onto that.
Yes, please. I got it now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good thing. Do you want to give me another one we can work, or do you want me to pick one?
Now I'll give you another one because my problem is the range. Because it's like I've been making errors on how to pick the range. So I think that is the problem I have.
Okay, so do you want to give me another problem?
Yes, please.
All right, feed me one.
Okay. Number 13, number 7.2.15T is the same. They say find the z-score such that the area under the standard number curve to the right is 0.22. The approximate z-score that corresponds to a right tail area of 0.22 is. So this one should be the same like the first one.
Sure. So it says find the z-score, so area to the right is 0.22.
Yes, please.
Can you give me the problem number on it?
It's 0.22.
Okay, the 0 in front is meaningless. That doesn't mean anything. You don't have to have.
Yes, just a 0.22.
Right. The only zeros are important if you had one in here, 0.022 or something, that would be important, but otherwise this 0 isn't important. What's the problem number?
It's 7.2.15T, 15T.
15T, got it. Okay, so yeah,
Yes,
this is really similar to the last one. Yeah, we'll go over 3 or 4 of these and see if you should be able to get the idea. And again, there's 0.5 in each direction. So we're less than 0.5, we've got to be over here. Do you see that? I'm sorry.
Yes, please.
The 0.22 doesn't go there, my fault. The 0.22 goes up here. And I'll stick a couple zeros on it just so I don't split off the 2 and look it up forwards. This is a Z number we're trying to find. You understand if they had given me the 0.22 to the left, I would not subtract from 1, right?
Yes, please.
If they'd said 0.22 on its left, I'd use it directly. But because it's on the right, I must subtract from 1. I think you'll find that's 0.78.
It's 0.78.
0.78. So let's look that up and see if we can find its range. That's what you're having fits with, is trying to find the range. All right, there's a 7823. If I go this direction, I'm getting big. See, 0.78 isn't this direction if that's 7823. See, this number is even bigger. So if that's 7823, I go this direction and I'm at 7794.
Yes, please.
Yeah, 0.78 is in the middle there.
Yes, please.
I like to write them down. After a while, you get so used to doing this, you won't have to write them down. But for teaching purposes, I like to write them down. So there's a 7794 and a 7823. And 0.78 will be right square in the middle of there. Questions about, you see, I don't know if you have your table in front of you. Yeah, have you got your table in front of you now?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you see there, those two numbers.
Yes, please.
Okay. Then it's just a matter of, and by the way, you can use either one and I'll give you full credit.
Okay.
So you don't have to use the one. I typically like the closest one unless they're both equally far. If they're both equally far, which occasionally happens, then I pick the one matching most digits. But the honest truth is you can pick either one and you'll get full credit.
Okay.
Can you see that you're 6 low and 23 high?
Yeah, 6 low, 23. So the first one is closest.
First one's closest. So looking at that one, it's on a row 0.7. Oops, on the screen. Row 0.7. That's my first digit I write down. 0.7, that's its row. And it's in the, where'd you go? 7794, where'd you go? Oh, there, 7794, it's in the 7 column. So I put another 7 down for the column. That's my answer. And notice it came out positive as it should.
Yes, please.
If you look, I'll write this down. If you look up 0.22 directly, you will get Z negative 0.77. You can see it from the symmetry over here if you put 0.2, because the table will assume it's 0.22 that way, and it'll give you the identical Z number.
Yes, please.
You want me to show it and prove it to you, or do you believe?
I don't.
You want me to show it to you?
Yes, please.
All right, we'll look up
I'd love to see.
Okay, look up 0.22 directly. That'll be on the first page.
Okay.
All right, so I'm looking through here, 19s, I'm trying to find point. Okay, now there's a 0.2206. And then that gets bigger. See the numbers are kind of backwards on the first page. Going this way, you get bigger. The way this table, not all tables work exactly the same. There's different conventions for this. Okay, so there's a 2206. Going this way, I get bigger, so that's not the right direction. So it's 2177.
Okay.
Now I'm going to write them down least to greatest. So I got a 2177 and a 2206. Okay, can you see 0.22 is directly in the middle of there, right?
Yes, please.
I'm 6 high, 77, but it looks like 23 low. $5,600.
Wow.
Okay, so we'll pick this one. 2206. See, we're in row negative point. Okay, now you can already see the problem. 2206. See how you're in row negative 0.7?
Yes, please.
And you're in the 7 column. There you are. You got the right number Wrong sign.
Okay.
And that's very important because we're going to plug this in next week into formulas in those word problems. And then you'll just get all the wrong answers doing that. You will not be within round-off error. Trust me. Picking between this and this is not a big deal. This is a big deal. So that's why the picture is very important. See, the table assumed when you looked up the 0.22 directly that you have this picture. 0.22
Okay.
left, and this z is negative 0.77. And that is the wrong picture because it said area to the right was 0.22. So if you then subtract from 1, get the 0.78, look that up, you will wind up with the correct sign, positive. I know this is a lot to absorb. We got one more Zoom meeting tonight if you want to absorb it. And again, just a quiz tomorrow over just these kind of problems. We'll save the word problems for next week.
Okay.
Is this helping?
Yes, please. There's another one. It's
Okay.
like because when I watched the video, it's like it has 3 parts. The backward problems.
Okay.
There is this one of percentage. They give you, they say find the z-scores that separate the middle 69% of the distribution from the area in the tails of the standard normal distribution.
So I basically got this. Find the z-score for 69% in the middle.
Percent, yes, please.
Can you give me the problem number?
Okay, it's 7.2.17.
17. Okay.
7.2.17.
Got it. All right. So this is not left or right. It's in the middle. Sometimes you'll see the word
Okay.
center used. This means there is a start Z and a stop Z, where you have this percentage in the middle. It runs to right here, and it runs to right here. Did I draw it down? Is that to 69? I'll put the 2 zeros on to this and to this. If I run it all the way to the left, it's not in the middle, is it? So to be,
Sorry?
see, if I run the 0.69 all the way to the left, that's not in the middle.
Yes, please.
So the middle, start and stop.
Okay.
If it said left, I'd go all the way to the left. If it says right, like the last 2 problems did, you go all the way to the right. But in the middle, you start it and stop it centered around your y-axis. Okay, you've got to find,
The z-scores.
well, you got to find the z-scores, but to do that, you've got to find this percent here, because that's left of this, and that'll give you the correct z out of the table. You can almost do it in your head. You're really good. Remember, overall, it's 1. So
Yes.
if you go 1 minus the 0.69, you, I think, get 0.30.
Okay.
You get 0.31, right? Good. Just to double check. 1 minus.
Yes, please. 0.31.
Now, you see, the 0.31 is on both sides. It's split. There's 0.31 here, between here and here, see? So if I want just this, what do you think I got to do? Can you tell I got to divide it by 2?
Yes, please.
So I've got half of 0.31 here, half of 0.31 here. So I've got to divide it by 2. 0.155. So there's 0.155 here and 0.155 here. But I don't care about this. This won't give me the right number out of the table. I only care about black. Area of the black is this way, left, always.
Okay.
Now this is where things get fuzzy. Z-scores have 2 places only. You see that? This is your tenths place. You got a tenths place here, and then this is hundreds place.
Okay.
This has got 3 places. So you really have a choice of what you want to look up. Some people look just at the first 2. Your choice 1, look up 0.15. Or some people look at the 3rd place, see how that's a 5, and they obey the rules of rounding and round it up to 0.156. Actually 0.16. They would round up to 0.16. You can choose either one. It's not like if I use this one, you use this one, I'm right and you're wrong. You're free to choose either one. And I won't do a true false based on, okay?
Okay, so
I'll make the true or false a lot more obvious than that. This stuff gets very fuzzy. There's a fudge factor, a big fudge factor in all this. So some people choose the 0.15. They don't care about the extra 5 and don't want to round. Just, oh, first 2 places 0.15, that's all I'm going to use. And by the way, there's 2 zeros on these because we're looking them up backwards. And some other people like to round it up. What's your preference? And I'll use your preference. All right, choose one. Which one you want to choose?
there's a from the question says you should round up to 2 decimal places.
Okay, we're not ready to do that yet.
Okay. I think the run up, the one with the run up.
Okay, you want
the
to,
second one.
the second one. Got it.
Yes, please.
So we're going to look up 0.1600 backwards. On 7, so I'm a little too big. See, you scan back and forth. I've looked these things up for 20 years, so I find them pretty quick. All right, now we're trying to find 0.16. So let's see. There's a, oh, okay, I'm getting close. There's a 1.685 there. There's a 1.660, a 1.630. You see how I'm backing down? 1.635. I'm getting closer to 0.16. 1.611. Go directly up on 0.13, so I'm way off. Let's come back to the first here. A 1.5. Okay, this is a case you got split columns here. Yeah, this gets confusing sometimes. There's a 1.611 there.
Mm-hmm.
And there you see 1.587. And they're split across the page.
Yes, please.
Okay, let me write them down. 1.611, 1.587. They're pretty equidistant. Both of them are kind of equidistant, but you are 11 high here and 13 low here, I believe. So we'll pick this one. Giving you a
okay.
You're on row -0.9. And you're 09 column, all the way to the last column,
and 09.
09 column, giving you a Z of negative 0.99. Now, these are tricky. That's not the only answer. That's your left side Z.
Okay.
You want to take a guess what the right side Z is?
Okay.
What would the right side Z be? Remember, you're in the middle. What would the Z be on the right side? I'll take a guess.
I think it should be is it 0.99?
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
It's got to be the exact same number. Just switch the sign.
Okay.
If it doesn't work that way, you're not in the middle.
Okay.
So yes, it must work that way to be in the middle. So those are the two numbers. You can look this one up direct, and we could, if you wanted to, I could show you how to look this one up, but it really isn't necessary.
Okay.
But yeah, I could, now that when I know this, I could look up 0.69 and then add this, and I'd have all the percentage. And if in other words, if I looked up 0.69 and added my 0.16, 15, it'd be 0.75. And if I looked up 0.75 directly, I'd find the 0.99.
Okay.
But it really isn't necessary. Once you find this and you know it's in the middle, all you got to do is switch the sign.
So when it comes to the answer, what are you going to put? Is it negative 0.99 or 0.99?
You
Or
should.
both?
It should be both. They
Okay.
should have blocks for both.
Okay.
What else can I show you? Can I show you anything else?
I think for now, those are the ones that like.
Okay.
I was having problem. Meanwhile, I'll try to finish the rest. Then if there is anyone still a problem to me, I'll bring it back at 8 o'clock class.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'll be here at 8 o'clock. I might work a couple of forwards problems just for completeness here. Switch back and pick some. You're welcome to hang around, or you got to go. That's fine. But just for completeness, I think I'm going to work a couple of forwards problems.
I think I just put the answers we got now, but
Okay.
they have refused my answer. It's refusing my answer. I don't know if the way I put it is wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not there. And if I called mine up, it wouldn't look exactly the same. Did you use negative 0.99 or just negative 0.99?
I put negative 0.99, comma 0.99. But they refuse.
Yeah, it probably has separate blocks. What does the block say when you're entering? Does it say?
It says, okay. It says use a comma to separate answers as needed.
Oh, okay.
Round to 2 decimal places as needed.
As needed. Yeah, sounds like you're doing exactly what it told you to do. It shouldn't make any difference, but you could try the negative 0.99, but I don't know why that would make any difference, why it would accept this and not this. That wouldn't make any sense to me. But I don't think we did it wrong.
I don't know either.
Unless it used this, I'm just looking back trying to give you unless it used this, in which case your Z's would be let me give you the Z, see if we can find the Z's for 0.15. It's a 158.
When I submitted the answer, they said to solve this problem, you must find the Z values that bound the shaded area in the graph to the right.
Right.
That's what they said.
But it clearly said 69% in the middle.
Yes, the middle 69% of the distribution from the area in the tails of the standard normal distribution.
Okay. Again, I didn't write the program. I'm just trying to give you some help. It's rejecting me. I don't see why it would accept this and not this. So this may not be the greatest thing to try. But
Okay.
back up in the problem to this. Remember, we had a choice of 0.15 to 0.16?
Yes, please.
All right, so I'm looking at 0.15, and you see there's a 0.1515 and 1492.
Yes, please.
Well, I've written them down here. And it looks like you're 15 high there, I think 8 low. So if you use 1492 right there, you're at negative 1.04. You're in row negative 1, 04 column. All right, so you're a little bit different from this, and then the other Z would be positive 1.04. So if you just can't get this to work, you can try this. See if it likes this any better.
Okay.
Again, it's between choosing this and this. And maybe it was programmed to accept this.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Mm.
If that doesn't work, then I have no idea what the heck it's doing.
It's
Just like
wrong.
it's
The
still
correct answer that says minus negative 1.02, comma, and 1.02. Maybe the tables are different.
maybe they are slightly different.
Yes.
It's possible
I
the
think
tables
so.
are slightly different. Yeah, but to be honest, I would give you full credit for this, or if you can figure out what they did to get 1.02 and 1.02. You can see how similar the numbers are.
Okay.
And I would give you full credit for any of them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. It is frustrating though, when you think you're doing it right and it's just a little bit of a problem. Maybe
I think the tables, surely maybe the tables are different.
Yeah, I do remember when I looked through this, if you clicked on a button, you got their table, didn't you?
Yes, because each problems come with its table.
It's table.
And if you try to look at the table, it's like some of them are not the same.
Yeah, okay, we'll try using their table then, see if it works better. It's written by the same author, it's the same publisher, I don't know why they wouldn't use the same table, but go figure.
I don't know either.
Yeah, try using their tables.
Okay.
Yeah, on their problem, see if that works better.
Okay, we are on that same problem. You say 30%. Okay, let me see.
I'm going to work a forwards problem here.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
yeah,
30%. First of all, take the 30. 1 minus 30.
left. It's 8 or right.
30%.
3.05. This would be a two-tail problem.
Okay, 0.3. Okay.
All right. See, forwards problems, you're given Z's, and you want to find percents, and this is where you split off your hundreds places. Negative 1.68 to the table. 1.68, 0.0465. 3.05, I split that 5 off. 5. 9989. We go 1 minus 0.9989. 0.0011. Now my answer. Add. Probability is 0.0465, and I add 0.0011. 674, 0.04676. So that's the example of a two-tail forwards problem. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, please.
Okay. So yeah, if you come back out at 8 o'clock, we'll help you out with any other questions you have. But yeah, that'll be the last Zoom meeting for this week.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Just finished. I know.
Mhm.
Okay.
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 Goodbye.